Rock University High School would like to present our 2022 to 2023 Critical Issues Forum project, Going Beyond the Bomb, a podcast where we discuss the harm of nuclear weapons and how we must find a way to live a life without them. Rock University High School is located on the Black Hawk Technical College Central Campus in Janesville, Wisconsin. We follow a middle college model where students can earn an associate's degree or credits towards a degree, along with a high school diploma. Our school has been part of the Critical Issues Forum for over 11 years. CIF is a standalone class in our curriculum that is optional from 9th to 12th grade. CIF class meets twice a week for 75-minute time periods.
We chose to create podcasts for our media presentation because they're accessible and make complex topics like nuclear weapon creation, usage, effects, and disarmament easier to understand. Not only is it a good format for the listeners, but it allows us to be more creative as podcasts are such as malleable form of media.
For our mini projects, we created 15 to 20-minute podcasts in groups of 2, and these serve as a general overview of the topic of nuclear weapons. For the first mini episode, speakers Anna and Claire delved into the science of nuclear weapons in order to gain background information on how they work. In the second podcast, speakers Jaden and Zeph discussed how nuclear weapons have damaged the lives of so many people as well as the environment. In the third and final mini-episode, speakers Amelia and Autumn go into what is currently happening in the world regarding nuclear weapons.
Our final project follows a similar form to our mini-project. However, in these podcasts of Going Beyond the Bomb focuses more on our interpretation of this year's Critical Issue Forum theme. We focus on the intersectionality of nuclear weapons and marginalized communities, specifically looking at U.S. nations and groups most affected by nuclear mining and testing.
The entire CIF team researched our 3 main topics and scripted out 3 episodes. Claire, Anna, and Zeph were our hosts of the podcast. Jaden was our sound and video editor. And Gab, Autumn, and Amelia worked on the slides for our final project presentation. Creating Going Beyond the Bomb was quite the task, but together we really made something we were proud of.
The first episode of Going Beyond the Bomb podcast focuses on the Navajo Nation, residing on the borders of Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico. The indigenous nations fell victim to United States nuclear testing. This episode aims to inform the listeners about nuclear weapons' effects on the Navajo's culture, health, and economic impact. This is important to share because it's necessary to talk about all of the victims that were affected due to these nuclear weapons being made and used.
The second episode of Going Beyond the Bomb is based on the Western Shoshone people, an indigenous group in the western United States. The purpose of this episode is to inform listeners about the culture of Western Shoshone people and how they were impacted by nuclear testing and bombing. This is important to know because they are the most bombed nation on Earth. However, their story is not always told.
The third and final episode of Going Beyond the Bomb is about the Marshallese people in Oceania. We want our listeners to know the effects of nuclear weapons on Marshallese people and their culture, sharing the stories of unknown nuclear weapon use in obscure countries of the Marshall Islands. It's important to know how devastating nuclear weapons can be to indigenous cultures such as the Marshallese.
We can engage more high school students in nuclear disarmament activities by introducing major nuclear events, along with the stories of creating community-driven events and publishing information in a more engaging format. We must aim to present nuclear disarmament and nonproliferation in an intriguing yet digestible manner. This can be done through many mediums, such as interactive activities, like the Critical Issues Forum speaker series, podcasts, such as Going Beyond the Bomb, and through social media, whether on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Beyond just engagement, the stories of the Hibakusha of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, as well as the Navajo, Western Shoshone, and Marshallese, must be told. The RUHS Critical Issues Forum team would like to thank the Middlebury Institution of International Studies' James Martin Center of Nuclear Nonproliferation, the wonderful Masako Toki and her graduate student team, and all the amazing individuals that make the Critical Issues Forum possible. A special thanks to our teachers, Erin Jensen and Stephanie Viorello. Thank you.
Thank you.